Proceedings Amendment Act.
Straight Up host Claudius Francis broke the news on Friday morning. Senate President Gayle Phillips was fired by Prime Minister Stephenson King. Francis claims Phillips received correspondence from the Prime Minister late Thursday informing her of the dismissal. He also said the Prime Minister erred by not carrying out the proper constitutional procedure. He explains only the Governor General, acting on the advice of the Prime Minister or the Leader of the Opposition, can revoke the nomination of a sitting senator.
It is the Governor General who has the authority under 27E, and let me read it because you know people always saying they want evidence these days. A senator shall vacate his seat in the Senate if the Governor General, acting in accordance with the advice of the Prime Minister, in the case of a senator appointed under paragraph A, which is by the Prime Minister, of Section 24 of this Constitution, or in the case of a senator appointed under paragraph B, if it's the case of the opposition leader, shall cause the seat to be vacated. The Governor General, not the Prime Minister, but the Prime Minister has written Gayle Phillips, firing her.
The dismissal has been confirmed by Government Press Secretary Darnley LeBon.
Prime Minister does have the prerogative to make adjustments and changes on the governmental side and also in relationship to the head of the Senate, Prime Minister along with his government, and also the lower house. Let's face it, we have had changes before insofar as the Speaker of the House. I don't know that these have ever been questioned. It has happened under both this government and the previous government.
The Deputy President of the 11-member Upper House, Senator Evarista Jamari, is questioning the timing of the dismissal. The independent senator is concerned it comes on the heels of the 2010-2011 budget presentation.
Well, I have to say the timing is a little surprising, given that on the eve of budget it could be somewhat of a distraction, but I do not see that in any way precluding the proceedings of the Senate. I think by the time we meet as a Senate, there will be an opportunity to appoint, bring in a new government senator and to have a new president.
Francis speculates Phillips was fired because of her refusal to entertain debates on a motion brought by the government in the Senate on February 16th. The motion pertaining to the findings of the Ramsey-Hoy Commission was aimed at condemning the previous SLP administration. The government press secretary denies the charge. However, speaking after Phillips informed the Upper House a debate on the motion would not take place because 3 other bills down for discussion already dealt with the Ramsey-Hoy motion, Attorney General Nicholas Frederick warned the issue was not dead.
We will have other opportunities. There's no doubt about it. As a matter of fact, there are 3 bills before the House of Assembly which have had their first reading, and those are directly related to correcting some of the flaws which the Commission of Inquiry highlighted.
Francis alleges the Senate President was fired for doing her job.
Although Gayle Phillips was a government appointee, when she was acting as President. And the President follows the directives not of the Governor General or the Prime Minister or the Leader of the Opposition, but the rules set out in the standing order. And when Nicholas Frederick sought to bring before the Senate the Rochamel debate, and the President ruled that it was improperly before the Senate, she was acting in accordance with the standing orders, and for that she was fired.
So who will replace Gayle Phillips in the upper chamber of Parliament? The government is tight-lipped, although sources tell us a successor in the person of Leon Theodore, a 1997 UWP candidate in the Vieux Fort North constituency and wife of attorney Nicholas John, will be sworn in soon. Efforts to contact Gayle Phillips for comment were unsuccessful. Winston Springer Jr., HTS News, Channel 4.